John has always struggled to understand what truly captivates women. This challenge is about discovering and developing those secret traits, including confidence, communication, humor, empathy, and more. By documenting this journey, we aim to prove that anyone can improve their attractiveness by focusing on these key traits. He's always felt insecure about his interactions with women. Sometimes he gets tongue-tied on dates and struggles to make a good lasting impression. If I can't help him succeed in this, he'll continue to feel inadequate and frustrated in his dating life. He's missed out on potential meaningful relationships because of it. With our upcoming high school reunion, I don't want him to be seen as the same person he was back then. He recently found out that his high school crush, Sarah, is still single and he's determined to make a good impression. John wants to show everyone, including himself, that he can overcome these challenges and truly connect with someone special. I'll be there with my Team John t-shirt, rooting for him and supporting him all the way. To start, we identified the traits that captivate women, such as confidence, communication, humor, and empathy. The goal is to see if I can get John to develop these traits in just 30 days. We divided the plan into 4 phases, with each week focusing on a different set of traits. Week 1 was dedicated to building confidence and breaking out of his shell. I had him start with simple tasks like striking up conversations with strangers and practicing positive self-talk. One scenario involved approaching a woman at a coffee shop. Despite initial nerves, the conversation flowed smoothly after a few ice-breaking questions about her favorite coffee. Meanwhile, I was also doing my due diligence, engaging in conversations and getting some numbers for myself as part of the Team John movement. These small wins, like successfully initiating a conversation, were crucial steps in building his confidence. As we entered week 2, our focus shifted to communication and empathy. That weekend, we attended a friend's party. It was the perfect opportunity to have him practice his new skills. However, when he arrived, he realized he didn't know most of the guests, which was perfect but made him anxious. I took him with me to join a lively conversation. I could see his nerves getting the best of him because of how out of place he felt. To overcome this, we developed a strategy. I told him, start by introducing yourself to one person at a time. Share something interesting about yourself, and then ask open-ended questions to keep the conversation going. This way, he wouldn't feel overwhelmed by large groups. He went up to a woman who seemed approachable. I heard him introduce himself and mention he was trying to improve his social skills and so on. This honesty helped break the ice. Week 3 was all about humor and maintaining engaging conversations. With just 1 week left before the reunion, John was both eager and nervous. He knew the reunion was the final test for our 30-day challenge, and it would be his chance to show Sarah how much he had changed and to see if there could be a spark between them. If you're rooting for John to hook up with Sarah after the reunion, hit that subscribe button and write in the comments, "Pimping ain't easy, but it sure is fun." The day of the reunion arrived, marking the end of our 30-day challenge. We were both excited and anxious, me for him and him for his newfound confidence. He prepared himself for this moment, practicing conversations in his head and thinking of interesting topics to discuss. At the reunion, we mingled with old classmates. His newfound confidence was just shining through. When he finally saw Sarah, his heart raced. For a second, I thought back when Mary Jane in Spider-Man would tell Peter Parker, "Go get him, Tiger." So I just told him, "You got this." He walked up to her, greeted her warmly, and they started talking. Despite his nerves, he managed to keep the conversation flowing, sharing stories and laughing together. The conversation with her deepened. He started expressing his interest in Sarah, hoping to see if there was a chance for something more. He gathered his courage and told her how he had always admired her over the years. Sarah listened kindly, but then gently let him down, explaining that while she appreciated his honesty and admired his growth, she didn't see them as more than friends. That was his first major rejection since his transformation, and it stung. I wanted to drop so many F-bombs on her, but I maintained my cool. Despite the initial disappointment, this rejection was a crucial part of his journey. He had faced his fears, improved his social skills, and proved to himself that he could change. We left the reunion feeling like the guys in the movie Hangover, but with more confidence and ready to take on new challenges. If you want to hear the story of how John made out with a girl at Knott's Berry Farm on the first day, comment below with Knott's Berry Farm. And if you enjoyed this challenge, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more content.